There are so many diets out there these days, but which one is more heart healthy? Stanford researchers looked at both the vegan diet and the omnivore diet using twins, and the results were not that identical. Well, sort of.
Jean. Janet.
Carolyn. Rosalind.
Alexandra.
Maria.
Research participants, welcome back to the Clinical Translational Research Unit. Can I please have the vegans on your right and the omnivores on your left? Break.
So, Christopher, tell me, why was it important to study twins in this study?
In all the studies we do, we randomize and we collect data and we try to balance out all the things in humans that are different that could influence the results, but there's only so much you can measure and account for. It controls genetics and lots of the variables that they got raised with and exposures they had as kids and throughout their adolescence.
Tell me what you did in your study. How was it conducted? How did they go on the vegan diet? How did they go on the omnivore diet?
We had the big reveal day where we had all these twins, and out of a hat we said, "You're vegan and you're omnivore." So having done that, we knew omnivore would be easy to do, but vegan would be hard.
I had to talk her into it.
Really?
She did.
Were either one of you jealous because one was an omnivore and the other one had to be vegan?
Yes!
I wasn't jealous.
I was jealous!
I needed a lot of support at the beginning, and I'm calling my sister. I'm like, what do I do?
You're not quitting, you're not
I
quitting,
have to
you're
have eggs
staying.
and meat all 3 meals.
Tell me what is a vegan diet compared to what an omnivore diet is.
Vegan is exclusively plant-based. You can't have any dairy, any meat, any eggs, any animal product whatsoever.
With omnivore, you can eat practically anything.
With omnivore, nothing's off the table.
Not only was it the diet, but it was also the body scans and the neurological tests, the brain studies, the gut studies.
And the results?
The results were the vegans did better on a few things. LDL cholesterol dropped by 14 points in the vegans. Compared to the omnivores, they also lowered their insulin. They also lost a little more weight. There's another one that's a wild card where we found some folks who do biological clocks. Your biological clock is really how old you are physiologically, metabolically. The vegans were a little younger. That's the most interesting thing that came out of the study.
So what was the silver lining of the study?
What I try to do is look for different hooks. One is health, one is the environment, one is animal rights and welfare. Anytime I can find a hook that works for a group of people, that's my silver lining, is just finding other ways to make that motivating, compelling case for making healthy changes for your diet.
And in this case, being a vegan means lower cholesterol and being younger in a sense.
And that is enough motivation for some of them, yes.
So the $6 million question, are you going to follow the diets from now on?
No thanks.
Well, we'll just try to eat healthier in general.
I actually leaned into it and really loved it, and actually stayed a vegan for 6 to 7 months after the study was over.
Wow.
So it did make a really big impression on me.
Are you still a vegan?
I'm a vegetarian now.
I really did feel like a citizen scientist, that we were doing this for the good of all of humanity.